Hey guys, so I'm coming at you barefaced right now. We are gonna do a little makeup look today. I want to make a look with this palette. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Volume 1 collection. This is a Pro Pigment palette. And this is what the inside of the palette looks like today. And I think I want to do like a hot Cheeto kind of look. I don't know. We'll see where it takes us. So I've just prepped my skin. I got my skincare on. So we're gonna go in with foundation. This is the Natasha Denona High Glam Foundation. And you guys, you know how much I've been loving this foundation. This is a hydrating and blurring long wear radiant serum foundation. It is definitely buildable. It's like a medium coverage. So we're gonna give it a good shake, and then I'm gonna put 2 pumps on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna go in with this Sephora collection. This just came out in a holiday set a few years ago. It's just a foundation brush, and I'm just gonna put this all over my face. I'm swiping it on here first, and then I will go back and blend it in. I've been loving this foundation so much. So you guys, you know, if you've been on a journey with me thus far, you know that over the past, I don't know, year and a bit, I've fallen down the indie eyeshadow rabbit hole, and I just love indie eyeshadows so much now. And my mainstream eyeshadow collection has been giving a bit of neglect, so I decided to show some love for it again, and I am trying to create a look every day with one palette from my mainstream collection. So this is one of the palettes. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Volume 1 collection. So, yeah, so this is my journey pulling out these eyeshadow palettes again and showing them some love. So I just put foundation on, and now we're going to go in with concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Radiant Concealer. I know that they have, like, I think 3 versions of this. They have, like, the OG, the original, and I think it's matte, which I am not a fan of that at all. They have a radiant and a creamy version, and I went for the radiant version. Now I use this more so as like a color corrector than anything else. I don't really use it for highlighting anything. So I'm using it also as my base for my eyeshadows. So I'm going in with the same foundation brush, and I'm just stippling in to my skin. So bear with me, my quality is trying to improve. I'm trying to get better. I need better lighting. I need more lighting. I live in a small place and I only have one light in my place. So I live in a bachelor apartment, so trying to come up with better quality videos for you guys so you can see the makeup better. I am taking a course to get certified as an artist. So, you know, show me some love. Okay, so we've got the the foundation and the concealer on. Now I'm gonna go in with blush. I'm gonna wear these two by Rare Beauty. This is the Soft Pinch Liquid Blushes. This is in the shade Believe, and this is in the shade Bliss. So this is like a kind of purpley mauve. So I'm gonna put a dot here and a dot like that. And I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Bliss. And I'm gonna put it right there and right there. I love these blushes. And then I'm gonna go in with my blush brush here, and I'm just patting it in to the skin. I like to bring it up all the way like to my temple area here. And just make sure it's nicely blended in. And it gives you like that kind of sun-kissed kind of glow. Now I'm gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty. This is the Sunstalker Souffle Pressed Mousse Cream Bronzer. This is in the shade Churro Twist 03. I'm just gonna go in with this brush here. It's by Sephora Collection as well. And I'm just going to warm up my temple area here. Make sure to bring it all the way into the hairline. Also, just right in here, my jawline. And I'm just patting it into my skin there. So now to set all my cream products here, I'm gonna go in with this. This is the Natasha Denona High Glam Setting Powder. This is sweat and waterproof translucent blurring powder, and it is a blurring powder, you guys. This is such a fantastic product. So it comes with its own stopper. It's attached, and you just kind of pop it up, and it has Natasha's initials there, the ND. So I'm just gonna put some in there, and then I'm gonna take a fluffy powder brush, just knock the excess off, and I'm gonna put it mainly here. I'm gonna put it a little bit here just to kind of sort of neutralize the blush, because you know those blushes are very, very pigmented. So I like to go in, I find if I put too much, I like to go in with some powder and just put it over top to kind of dull it a little bit so it's not so wham bam in your face. And I have a hair sticking to me. Ooh, okay. Alright. So now that we have that, let's get into the brows. I'm gonna go in with my Rare Beauty. This is the Brow Harmony Precision Brow Pencil in Cool Brown. And this is the applicator. There you go. So I'm just gonna do like hair-like strokes right in here. You just want to put the lightest amount of pressure and then a little more pressure about like halfway and then down, because you want it to look natural. So I'm just doing very light pressure and hair-like strokes here. Now I'm just going to put a little more pressure here. And I like to bring my brow like right like that. So we're going to do the same thing on this. Light strokes. And then a little more pressure here to fill it in. Just anywhere where it's sparse. Okay. So now we have the brows on. I like to go in with, I usually use the clear brow gel, which I'm absolutely obsessed with. It just holds your brows in place all day long without it feeling, you know how sometimes it can feel like crusty? It's not so with the Rare Beauty, the clear brow gel. So this is a newer product. This is the tinted brow gel. It's also in Cool Brown, and it is, as the name says, it is a tint. It's not like full on pigment. You can see it a little bit. It's like a tint, which I really, really like, because I don't like to go in with a lot of product, because then it just looks weird. And then the brows get like too big and it just doesn't look natural and normal. Okay, so we got the base on. So now we're gonna go in with the Norvina. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1. I believe she came out with like 6 or 7 palettes. I have 5 of them, I think. So this is it. It's a very purple leaning color story, but I think I want to do like a kind of like a hot Cheeto kind of look. I don't know, we'll see where this takes us. So I'm gonna go in with this mustard shade first. This is E3, and these are pressed, these are pigments. So I'm just gonna go in with that, put this in the crease first, and I'm just doing windshield wiper motions. And I like to bring my shadow all the way like to the brow, like the tail end of the brow. I like to kind of wing it out as opposed to follow my eye shape, or make it more round, I guess. So I'm just doing windshield wiper motions here. Same thing on this eye. And I'm always tapping the excess off. And then once I have it how I want it, like that, I think I'm gonna go into E2, which is like an orange. I'm just going in with the same brush, and I'm just gonna go right underneath that shade. So I'm kind of layering, and I'm also winging it out. Same thing on this eye. Okay, now I'm gonna change brushes. I'm gonna go back to that first shade, that E3, and I'm just gonna put a little bit more like that, just to kind of layer it a bit and just blend those two shades together. Alright, and once I like the gradient, how it is, I'm going to go in with a flatter brush. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collab, so it's a GH41, it's just a flat brush, and I'm going to go into E4. And I'm just gonna press that right on the lid. And up into that E2 shade. And I'm gonna bring it out like that. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing on this lid. And I'm just pressing the pigment in. I'm not blending or anything. Well, I kind of am, I guess. All right. Let me see. So once I have it where I like it, I'm just gonna put a little more right like there. I'm gonna go in with all 3 of these shades under the lower lash line. I'm just checking if I have any fallout. Okay. So now I'm gonna go in with another flat brush here, and I'm gonna go into E3 first and connect it here. Like that. I'm gonna go over here. And then I'm going to go into E2 with the same brush. Okay, and now E4. Okay, so now I think I'm going to go in with E3, which is like this orange pink kind of shimmer. And I'm just going to put that just on the inner corner, just right here. And then I'm going to put that same shade on the brow. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into this D5, which is a black, and I'm just gonna very carefully just put it like under the under third here of my lower lash line, and then on the upper lash line. Just to give me a little bit of something. And I'm just kind of wedging it, like right in the socket like that. There we go. It kind of gives me a little bit more oomph. So let's do a quick little close-up. So this is what I have going on so far. Okay. So now we're going to go in with the Milani. This is the highly rated anti-gravity mascara. And I'm just going to layer on the coats. Lots and lots of mascara. And then we're going to put some on the bottom lash line. I don't normally do this, but why not? I think the black was a good addition to kind of just give me some more depth. And there we have it, guys. This is my eyeshadow tutorial of the day.